You know how much fun it is on a Sunday night to be able to call the sheriff on his cell number? I don't get that option very often, but Sheriff, you and your staff did an incredible job. Here's the sequence of events for me and how it might relate to everybody here and this whole fire process and all of it for the last 2 years. But Thursday, we're all starting to feel pretty confident. You know, we had some rain. I'm watching equipment and firefighters leave, and I'm okay with that. Friday, I had a sudden oak death workshop field trip in the South County area with the BLM, a full day. And so I took that day, and it was almost a little bit of relaxation. And that's a big issue that you're going to hear me talk about more in the future. Saturday, still got a little bit of confidence going. Sunday morning, it's time to, I'm at Agness, and you know, I'm thinking about the schedule for the day. I need to go welcome the Team 7, and I've been pretty fortunate to be able to welcome every one of the 9 two-week teams from the very beginning of this fire on July 15th. So at Agness, I'm walking between the cabins, and I swear it felt like a 40-mile, that was about noon, I suppose, maybe 1. So I'm thinking I better maybe accelerate my schedule a little bit here, but it was a 40-mile-an-hour wind. I'm walking straight south. And we had a little bit of smoke, and so I realized, yeah, we might have got caught a little bit flat-footed here. So I go to Gold Beach. The new team comes in. They're trying to gather information, process, and put the whole thing together. And we realize, yeah, it's got away from us. So I come back up. I'm going to grab a few of my things, if they'll even let me in, which I understand that may be doubtful. And I come around the corner there, Lobster Creek, and the sky is aglow. And it's the most intimidating thing I've ever seen in my life. And I thought, okay, I'm going to keep going, but I don't know if I'll be able to get to the cabin. That's not important. My God, are we going to lose Agness? And I really thought that. And there's a couple other spots between there. And when you get to the Illinois River Bridge, you can see the sky. And so, yeah, I no prohibition. So I go up Spud Road, and instantly I see across river Josh's place. He's got 2 fires, one just maybe 100 feet, 100 yards, whatever, below him, and one maybe an eighth of a mile above him. And that's not the information that the new team had or that we had. It was 2 miles different. And to see it on that ridge was just absolutely remarkable. So, Agness, you've been through a lot. I know you're tired of the smoke. I know you're tired of all of Curry County is of what we have been through this last 3 major fires in 16 or 17 months, 2 of them mega fires. These 2 fires are going to be pushing $180 million here before long. I'm very concerned about the Oregon Department of Revenue, Oregon Department of Forestry, my apologies there. They've already spent over $500 million in fires this year. So their budget's going to be coming up. I want to tell you what I believe my job is, and I hope you agree. But what your job is to make sure, and this will sound a little bit academic, but go home, look at your property, look at your gutters, do everything you possibly can. I'm going to clean my gutters. It's a small thing, but it is a huge thing. I don't know if we're always going to be able to depend on structure protection people. And the reason I say that, and yeah, as I said, I'll clean my gutters, and it's just something we have to be aware of, help our neighbors, remind our neighbors, whatever. I'm just about done here. But in this battle for the budget, that includes the Forest Service too, as they try their best to go from fire management back to forest management. They are on that path, and we're going to have to help them. I'm not saying they haven't done things wrong. All of us got caught flat-footed. But there is a new approach that I want to communicate to you that I have witnessed every day. I've been there almost every day for the 6:30 meetings from the 1st of August on. And I see the cooperation, state fire marshal, and Kyle just basically mentioned it, everybody putting an effort together to try and make the best possible decisions we can. Even the county with Jim Watson and all of you. We've learned a lot. I've learned how much I don't know in these last 17, 18 months. But we're going to have to go to the state legislature. We're going to have to go to our national representatives. We're going to have to battle for these budgets because Oregon is at risk. You saw what happened in California 2 consecutive years. Folks, as you know, they don't have 1/100th of the fuel we have. And so Oregon, it's a huge risk, and if we start now, we can push back a little bit, plan ahead, and we're just going to have to fight for the local budgets, the state budgets, and the federal budgets, and help these people do their job. And of course, along with that is federal forest management, public lands management policies. That's my job, one of my jobs, and I'll sure do my best. I've spent a lot of time in Salem, made a lot of friends, I'm gaining more confidence. And so, yeah, I'll be around for questions too. I feel bad for the smoke you're breathing and what you're dealing with. And we can prepare, but I also believe that we're going to hit a little period here where we don't have any more of these mega fires. And we'll welcome. I just heard the outboard motor start up down there. I thought it was Jack Hunt back fishing for a minute there. So, yeah, that's part of the visitors returning. And thank you all very much for being here today, and you're surrounded with some very, very good people that have truly made an effort. Who's next?